Well, this video is shot after the video you're about to watch because I just went to the hospital and got malaria. This sucks. It's probably the worst I've ever felt. My whole body hurts. My knees hurt, my back hurts. I got out of breath just walking up the hill, and I'm out of shape, but I'm not that out of shape. But yeah, it's pretty rough. We'll get through it, and the rest of my time here, I'm just gonna kill every single mosquito I ever see. That's why God called me here, to kill every mosquito on the continent of Africa. Praise God.
What's going on, guys? This video is going to be a little bit different than our usual videos, but this is all I can physically get out this week. I was hoping that I was going to get it feeling better, but it's Thursday and the video has to be out by Saturday. I still have to edit, so this is what you're going to get today. Just to let you guys know, I'm extremely sick. I'm not really sure what happened. I ate camel earlier this week. That could be it, but I didn't get like sick until last night, and we just had pizza for dinner. So that's about the most normal thing that I've ate since I've been here, and I've just been like horrible sick all day long. I haven't felt good all week though, so just praying that whatever it is, you know, I get through quickly, because I'm not the kind of person that likes to slow down. I said that when we were going to put these videos out that they were going to be raw and like not super cinematic and just be real, and I want you guys to understand, you know, kind of what life here looks like, not just show you, you know, what all the fun and awesome and great stuff, all the projects that are getting done. Like, I want to show you guys, you know, what it really is to be a missionary and go through the things that we go through. You know, we're still very early into this. I think this is like week 10 or 11, but you know, we're far enough into where I feel like I've got a grasp of what life is going to look like here, but we're also early enough to where I know that we're going to get thrown some curveballs. So I typed these out on my phone so I wouldn't forget a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. But first, I just want to talk about the pressure. The pressure of being a missionary, you know, even as simple as this. Like, I mean, I'm definitely sick. There's absolutely no reason that I should be shooting this video right now. But I feel like I have to get a video out this week. And I think, you know, part of the reason behind that is like being a missionary, you feel this like overwhelming pressure to perform. Like, you feel like the projects have to be good enough. You feel like the content that I'm putting out has to be good enough. I feel like I have to get a video out every single week, or people are going to not want to support us, or people are going to just kind of honestly forget about us. Like, that's a very, very real thing that, you know, obviously our best friends and our family's not going to forget about us, but to some of the other churches that aren't as involved in what we're doing, that support us, and some of our other supporters, I feel like if we don't measure up to a certain extent of content and quality of what we're doing, which is completely wrong. That's the absolute wrong, like, worst mindset that you can have, and no missionary should have that mindset, because this is all for the Lord. But at the same time, I said, I'm just going to be real with you guys. Like, this is 100% the thoughts that Satan tries to put in your mind and discourage you from what's going on here. You know, before we came here, a lot of pastors told us, they're like, you know, the biggest problems we have as missionaries, they'll come in, they'll ask for money, we give them money, then they leave and we never hear from them again. You know, I was very determined from the start that I was going to maintain my relationships with these churches. And yeah, I'm not saying that some of those pastors are wrong, and I'm not bashing anybody by any means, but at the same time, you know, I've seen where I have tried to maintain relationships with pastors, and they're nowhere to be seen. And like I said, this isn't to bash anybody or to put anybody down, but for me to, you know, I feel like I put forth a lot of effort. You know, our life is very, very busy here, and I know that people's life is very busy in the States, but for me to go through the trouble of putting together videos and sending them out and trying to maintain, and then not even hear back from certain pastors, you know, it's a letdown, and it puts that thought in your mind, like, have they forgotten about us? The thought of being forgotten is like very, very real. You know, back home, me and Anna, our house was like the place that everyone came. We hosted UFC fights, so everyone came to our house. Like, after church on Wednesdays, people would either come to our house and eat, or we would all go out. Not only that, like, I feel like since we've been here, you know, we've already missed some big moments. Like, my best friend since I was a little kid, and he just had his gender reveal, and we had to FaceTime in. And like that sucks. Like, not even gonna, like, that sucks a lot, because, you know, it's a big moment for both of us, and we grew up best friends since we could walk, and now our sons are going to be about the same age difference apart as we are, and then we're FaceTiming in, and, you know, we're missing all these big moments. We miss birthdays. Like, one of my favorite things to do back home is go canoe fishing with my little brother, and he just went out and bought a new canoe, and like, that's just something that I feel like me and him do together, and to not be there, even though he just bought this canoe to sell, just like, it sucks. Like, it really, really does to know, like, yes, we're away and like awesome things are happening here, and we're so blessed, but at the same time, my life is still going on back home, and, you know, we're missing a lot of moments. So it's a struggle for real. And like, not only that, you know, Mother's Day just passed, and like, I had to Amazon my mom Mother's Day gifts, and like put notes, and like That's rough. Like, it is. I mean, you know, you want to be there, and you want to be a good kid. You want to be a good friend, a good brother, and then all these big moments are happening back home. And, you know, not that, like, we're not having big moments here. I want people to understand where I'm coming from. But, like, to miss out on those moments is very, very hard. I wouldn't trade where we're at to be back there to face those moments. Obviously, if I wanted to stay home, I could have stayed home. But I wanted to chase after what God had for us. But at the same time, I want you guys to understand, you know, just kind of the side of missions that I feel a lot of people don't see. You see the pictures of the smiling kids and the soccer games and us, you know, getting to give them things that they haven't ever had before. You're getting to give the guys pizza and they've never had it before. Like, you get to see all that, but you don't see, like, the fact that our power goes in and out all the time. We haven't had hot water in our house for like 2 weeks, so we're having to go to the director's house and take a shower. And, like, yeah, I sound like a brat. These are first world problems, but these are issues that we face every single day. Like, these are issues that you know, we were prepared for, but it's still difficult to get past them. You know, I'm thankful we're able to go take a hot shower, but having to go over to someone else's house and, you know, what, like, am I intruding? This is the 14th day I've been over here to take a shower. You know, so it's little things like that do get, you know, really, really rough. Even little things like whenever I get sick, you know, I'm a little bit of a baby, and so today Anna had to go out and she got me some Sprite and stuff. And I had to find someone to go with her in the area that we're at. I'm not comfortable for her going to the store by herself. So, like, it's just small inconveniences that pile up. Earlier this week, my brand new Mac, like, just shut down because we were trying to watch a UFC fight, plugged it up to the TV, and the screen just went black. So, like, I don't even know how I'm going to edit this video yet. I'm probably going to have to go back to editing on my phone. Little things like that. Little things like my favorite pen that I journal with every single morning is running out of ink. I'm like, you know, it's not that big a deal, but all this stuff that comes over and over and over, it piles up really quick. And on top of that, being sick, like, I feel horrible right now. I broke my streak of like 5 years of not throwing up, and I feel horrible. But at the same time, like I shared, you know, I do feel the pressure to, like, get a video out, and not that we would be totally forgotten if we didn't get a video out, but at the same time, I know that people would be let down if we didn't, and I hate letting people down. I hate saying no. I hate not being able to do what I feel people expect me to do. You know, some of the other stuff that like has been really tough is, like, for me, like, I thrive on relationships. Everywhere I went, like, I had guys, I had relationships. And not that I don't have that here, but, you know, like, a very real moment happened this past week when I was getting ready to preach, and I realized, like, the sermon that I was preaching, or that I had prepared to preach, I was like, you know, I'm not even sure that these people can relate to this. This is stuff that the American church needs to hear, and I'm not sure that what I'm about to preach is 100% going to be relatable to them. So I had to, like, backtrack and, you know, really look at myself and look at the things that I was about to preach. And I ended up preaching on the Sermon on the Mount because I was like, you know, surely the message that Jesus preached is good enough for everybody. And we broke it down, and it turned out to be absolutely incredible, just talking about how the kids have purpose and how every staff member has purpose. It's just something small, but at the same time, like, it's something that we face. You know, the men's fellowship group is going absolutely amazing. It's growing every single week. We've got more guys wanting to come, more people wanting to be a part of it. But at the same time, like, I'm loving the relationships that I'm building with these guys, but they don't 100% understand me, and I don't 100% understand them. Like, even back home, when I walked into the gym, even if it was full, I knew, you know, like, 25% of the gym, and I'd be cutting up, joking, having a good time with the guys. And I miss that. Like, just being 100% real, like, I miss that. I miss everybody back home. I miss my daily routines back home. Like, being able to get up in the morning and I take my shower, I listen to the Bible. I can't do that because I got to go to the director's house to take a shower, and I'm just going to bust up in their house at 6 or 7 a.m. Missing going to the gym, like, that, for me, honestly, that's been so difficult. Like, growing up, I struggled a lot with like, body image. You know, I was always the, like, super skinny kid, and I'm still, you know, a skinny dude. But, you know, over the last year and a half, like, I had done very well in the gym. I put on like 20 pounds. I stayed at 7% body fat. I got up to like 175 pounds, which is by far the biggest I'd ever been. And, like, not bragging, but I feel like I looked really good. And, like, since we've been here, like, before I got sick, I was down 18 pounds. And that's hard. That's hard to, like, look in the mirror and see everything that I'd worked for just absolutely disappear, and I just be skinny again and not pleased with the way I look. And like I said, like, please understand where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to make you guys feel sorry for us. I'm not trying to get pity by any means. I'm just, and I know that some of these things are, like, extremely, like, bratty things to feel, but I want this video to be 100% real, so that if there's a young person out there that watches this video and feels called to missions, like, you know what you're getting into, you know things that you're going to face. You know, this has been a hard week. Like, just being 100% honest with you guys, this has been an extremely hard week. I'm not discouraged by any means. You know, I'm one of those people, like, the harder a situation gets, the more excited I get about it, because I know that good things are happening and good things are coming, and good things are happening every single day. Like, the projects that I haven't even announced to you guys yet have got me beyond excited. We've got Phil coming in next week. He's coming in to do a 3-month internship with us. So excited to get him. We're going to have a blast. Didn't get to get motorbikes this week because I'm so sick. I didn't want to be riding around throwing up off the side of my bike. So we're gonna decide and hopefully make a decision early next week before Phil gets here. I got to get his apartment ready. Like, all kinds of good stuff is happening. We got some huge projects that we're about to start with the kids. It's just awesome. Like, we're so grateful to be here. But I wanted to be real with you guys about, like, the struggles that some missionaries do face, and a lot of struggles that they might not talk about. I'm not trying to sound like a brat. I'm just trying to be 100% real with you guys and let you guys know, what we're going through, but also, not just all the blessings that God is pouring us out, because I do feel like there's an entire generation that is called to the mission field, and 3.2 billion people are in the world that have never heard the name Jesus Christ, and we're naive enough to think that God is not calling this generation to fix that problem. 100%. I feel like, the vast majority of people that watch our channel feel called to missions in some way, shape, or form. And we're here to help you, like, through it all, through every single step. We're here to help you. We want to help you get on the mission field. We want to help you be effective. So we've got a lot of things going on. We're still preparing for our conference next summer. I would love to see, 300, 400, 500 kids show up to that thing and accept the call to missions. Like, I dream big, but I know the God that I serve. So, some people think that I overshoot a lot of things, but that's all right. I'm 24 years old, sick as a dog, living in Africa as a missionary. Like, I know what God can do. I know what God can do. I know what He's done in our life. I know how far He's brought us. And even through, like, moments like this where, we do feel sick, we feel a little bit down, but, we go back to Philippians 4:13, verses so often, like, misunderstood. It's not that I can do anything in the world because I believe in Jesus. It's no matter what I face, no matter what I go through, I can do all things through Christ because He lives in me, because He strengthens me. I have full faith and full confidence in that. But again, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I don't want to complain. I don't want to be a baby. I don't want to sound like a brat, but I want to be real with you. I want you to know what you might face if you do step into full-time missions. And I just want to let you guys know, we're real people. We're humans. We battle Satan just the same as you guys do. We battle thoughts of people not believing in us. I battle, every time I call a pastor, I feel like they look at their phone and, here's this guy again. He's going to ask for some money. I don't think I've ever called anybody and just straight up asked them for money. If they ask what projects we have going on, I'll be happy to share with you. We've got $100,000 worth of projects on this place that we could do tomorrow. But I'm not just calling you up to ask for money. I'm calling you up because I was told that I need to maintain my relationship. So I would appreciate it if I got some help with that. There are some pastors that have went above and beyond for us, and I can't say thank you enough. But again, guys, different video this week, completely different content. Hopefully I'll have an awesome video out for you guys next week. I've got some ideas on some stuff that I want to get done and want to do, and Phil getting here will definitely give me a second wind to give me some fresh ideas and film him getting settled into the African culture, the Kenyan culture, sorry. And whenever you say Africa as a whole, that gets offensive. I'm being told that quite frequently, so I'm trying to break that habit. But again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Don't feel sorry for us, don't feel bad for us, but know, we are human, and I'm going to continue to put out videos every single week because I promised you I would, even when I feel sick. And we are happy. We're still living 100% at peace because we know this is where God has called us for such a time as this. And even when we face all kinds of crazy struggles, we know that this is what God has called us to do. And I want to encourage young people. I put out a tweet earlier this week, and honestly, I put out tweets a lot, and I'm trying to get picked up by like Hobby Lobby or something, and then they see how inspirational my Twitter is, and they want to make some signs for basic white girls. That'd be completely awesome. Great passive income. So me and Josh Vaughn have been talking about this week. I put out a tweet. I didn't really think it was that good, but it got probably the biggest response of any tweet that I put out, except for some that I put out like really early. And I said, following God's course for your life is raising the sail and trusting Him for the wind. So I feel like there's a lot of people, and you don't really know what direction that you need to go in life, and you're struggling with where God is taking you or how you're going to end up to where God is planning to take you. And I just want to encourage you, just raise that sail, do what you can in this moment, and trust God to blow you in the direction that He's calling you to. We say all the time we're walking in the footsteps that Jesus has laid before us, and I believe 100% that you can't get lost if you're chasing Jesus. Just chase after Him with all that you have, and you're not going to get lost. You're going to end up exactly where he has for you, exactly in the place that he's called you to, and you'll be more effective than you can ever possibly imagine. And even when you find yourself sitting in the back of the compound, your body's hot and cold at the same time, your nose is stopped up, you want to go lay down and take about a 2-day nap, God will sustain you, and he's going to continue to lead you down the path that he has for you. Love you guys so much. We'll see y'all next week with hopefully a better video.